Welcome to Massive Late Fee. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Massive Late Fee. My name is Mark. With me as always is my fiance for now, Carol. How are you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is January 30th, 1999. Almost the end of
the world as we know it.
Wow, I feel fine. Almost the end of the first month of 1999. Can you believe it? We're almost through month one.
Wow. Only 11 months left.
Yeah, 11 months left till we get to 2000. I don't know. I feel maybe I'm taking 99 for granted, but there's so much anticipation for 2000.
Yeah. It sounds like a more futuristic number, even though it's less than a year from now.
What's a new millennium?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how lucky we are that, to be alive right now to see the new millennium.
I guess, but like at the same time, it's like time passes at the same speed, like no matter what.
What?
Well, I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with it? Do you think that I think time is speeding up?
No, but I'm saying, like, if somebody in, like, 1850, like, they don't get to see 1900, but it's like they still, like, I don't know, experience however many years, just like we are. Like, it's not different.
What are you talking about? It's not different. Okay, why don't we invent a time machine and you can go back to 800 BC? Would you like to live there? It's not different. It's the same number of years.
I'm not saying nothing is different. I'm just saying the passage of time is the same.
But it's the event we're talking about.
But, like, it's the event is marking a transition in time, but it's not. It's only a one day to the next.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with you?
If you were alive in 1969, and maybe you were, who knows? But
I was not.
If you were alive in
shame on you,
1969, watching the moon landing, you'd turn to your friend and be like, just another day.
Well, no, because
just another event.
That's something like substantial that's actually happening. But I mean, like, just going from like December 31st, 1999 to January 1st, 2000 is really just one day to the next. It's not the same as the moon landing.
You must be fun at parties.
I
can't wait. I can't wait till we go to our New Year's Eve party. 1999 New Year's Eve party, and you just turn to everybody. It's just another day, guys. What's the big deal?
I'm excited too. I'm just saying, like, if you think about it.
Oh my God!
If you think about it, it's really not that big.
The crucifixion of Christ. Somebody turned to the next person and was like, "It's just another crucifixion. Doesn't matter."
Oh my God!
You've seen one. You've seen them all. What's that light?
What is happening?
Carol.
Yes, Mark.
As you may or may not know, I don't know how much you pay attention to the show. There are days that I find nothing. Like, I have no stories to tell, really. No things.
Is this one of those days?
And then there are days that there's a plethora of news that we're spoiled for choice with news. Mm-hmm. Which column do you think we've fallen into today?
I think nothing. Except the goddamn snow.
I've got a lot of stories.
Oh, really?
No, we did. We had for those of you not local. It's a local reference. We had a lot of snow.
A lot of snow.
It was a big snowstorm. I'm
cold. That is like the theme of today.
Yeah, Carol's cold.
Fucking cold because it's snowy. And I'm tired.
And
I'm grumpy.
For sure.
And it's just another goddamn day.
I've got a lot of stories, though, Carol.
Okay, let's
Just
go.
another story.
Let's hear it.
How about Sound Judgment? Dave Matthews.
Okay, I like Dave Matthews.
Do you? Are you a fan of Dave Matthews?
I am.
Me too. Crash into everybody. Buried beneath the polyrhythmic pomp of the Dave Matthews Band outside the glare of multi-platinum fame, undisturbed despite dissection of millions of fans, are the real goods, solid, simple songs, Written by Matthews on an acoustic guitar, those melodic nuggets lie at the core of the appeal of DMB, which sands and finishes the often primitive ditties to a polished, radio-worthy shine. Who the fuck wrote this?
That is really... They're in the wrong writing field there.
Seriously.
They
You need
need
to write for Hallmark cards.
Yeah. Yes.
Busy as the band's sound can get, the free association drums, the squalling fiddle, the sinewy sax, you can listen closely and hear it. The lazy strum of Dave Matthews' acoustic guitar, working the placid counterpoint to the sonic meteor shower overhead. His quirky vocals may carry the day.
Do you want to fuck him? What is going on?
As a guitarist, Matthews often appears ill at ease, even bedeviled, next to the finicent chops of his supporting players. Jesus. Anyway, he's got a new album.
All right. I have a question, though.
Yeah.
They said it's sinewy?
Yes, anyway.
Like, doesn't that usually refer to, like, I don't know, like, tendons and stuff?
Yes.
I mean, that's a disgusting comparison for music.
Sinewy is like, fibrous.
I don't like any of those words.
Yeah, I don't either.
Bad writing.
This guy had a thesaurus fall on his head.
I
think.
guess so.
Jeez, yeah. If a thesaurus fell on his head and Dave Matthews, I don't know, impregnated his ear, I'm not sure.
Ew.
I'm sure exactly what happened here, but anywho, I figured since we were talking about music, that's the only music story really besides this that I have. But do you want to hear the top 10 singles and the top 10 albums right now?
Of course I do.
Number 1, nationally, last week, right now in Detroit. Number 1 with a bullet. It's everywhere. It's Britney Spears. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Of course.
Don't sue us, Britney.
I don't think that was close enough.
What do you Thanks.
No problem.
What do you think about Britney Spears?
I mean, I'm a little sick of her.
Yeah.
Cause
Sick of her after one single, okay?
no, but it's just like
Go away.
they play it all the time.
They do.
Like they always do this with good songs. They like play it to the point where it makes you want to vomit.
Is it a good song?
It's a fine song.
She's a very attractive...
Number 1 song.
She's a very attractive lady, which I think carries a lot of this. I don't know that I would say it's a good song.
But if she's a very attractive lady,
Yeah.
why not become a model and let us
Well, 'cause she can
appreciate
sing,
her
too.
attractiveness?
She can sing too, you know. She can go... or whatever she does.
Wow.
How about Brandy?
Late fee 1984 at AOL.com. Yes.
If any of you love Britney Spears. How about Brandy? Have you ever? That sounds like an accusation. I don't know that I'm super familiar with that song. Have you ever?
I think I know the song.
Deborah Cox, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. What the fuck? These are all vague warnings.
Right?
Monica, Angel of Mine. Total, Trippin'. R. Kelly and Celine Dion, I'm Your Angel. Houston and Carey, When You Believe. You know, Whitney Houston and Jim Carrey.
Are you serious?
It's Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Gerald Levert or Gerald Levert,
Not Jared Leto.
Taking Everything. Spice Girls, Goodbye. I guess they're on their way out.
Bye-bye.
And then 98 Degrees. It's all because of you.
Me?
Yep.
It is.
Top albums, Britney Spears, Baby One More Time. DMX, Flesh of My Flesh. Tupac, Greatest Hits. Rest in peace, Tupac. Jay-Z, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. NSYNC. Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. R. Kelly, R. DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Thank you. Shania Twain, Come On Over. And then various, That's What We Call Music.
All right.
That's what I call music or whatever, but, you know. That's what these people call music. You call this music? So what do you think of that? Anything strike your fancy with those songs or albums besides Britney Spears?
I mean, I don't think they're the best.
R. Kelly.
I wasn't super impressed by the choices.
No, I mean it's there's a mix of rap, there's a mix of pop. There's not much rock.
Yeah, they need some alternative in there.
Yeah, I agree. But speaking of alternatives, do we have alternatives for the Golden Globes? Because Golden Globes nominations are out. They are in a couple days. Drama, Elizabeth, Gods and Monsters, The Horse Whisperer, Saving Private Ryan, and The Truman Show.
So
for
Saving
best drama.
Private Ryan and The Truman Show are the only ones of those we watched.
Yeah. The Horse Whisperer I did not want to see. What do you think? Between those two, who would you vote for? Saving Private Ryan or The Truman Show?
Saving Private Ryan. I mean,
Better
I really
movie.
enjoyed The Truman Show, but Saving Private Ryan was more of a epic story.
Yeah. Actress in a drama, Kate Blanchett, Fernanda Montenegro, Susan Sarandon in Stepmom, Meryl Streep, and Emily Watson.
So how come you only told us Susan Sarandon in Stepmom?
Because the other ones are for Elizabeth, Central Station, One True Thing, and Hillary and Jackie. You familiar with any of that?
No.
Yeah.
Good call.
Jim Carrey in The Truman Show, Stephen Fry, Wild, Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan, Ian McKellen, Gods and Monsters, and Nick Nolte.
What is Gods and Monsters?
Fiction. I think it's about war or something. I don't know.
Kind of want to see it because it sounds like, I mean, it must be good. It's getting nominations.
Right.
It's an interesting title.
Are there any ones that you are excited about? Like directors, Shakir Kapoor for Elizabeth, John Madden for Shakespeare in Love, Robert Redford, The Horse Whisperer, Steven Spielberg, Saving Private Ryan, Peter Weir, The Truman Show. Anything that you're interested in?
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Gods and Monsters sounds interesting, and we've already only seen 2 of the movies.
I always think for the Golden Globes, I think the television side is more interesting than the movie side.
Okay.
Even though the movie side gets a little more press probably usually, but I think the Oscars is the more that's where you get up for the movie, Best Actor and stuff like that. Television size for drama series, they have ER, Felicity, Law and Order, The Practice, and The X-Files.
All good shows.
What would you vote for?
Give me the list one more time.
Felicity, Law and Order, The Practice, and The X-Files.
Probably ER.
Yeah, I think ER is probably the best out of those. Actress Gillian Anderson, The X-Files. Mm-hmm. Then there's Kim Delaney, NYPD, Roma Downey, Touched by an Angel, and Juliana Margulies, and Kerry Russell for Felicity. They're all good.
Yeah.
David Duchovny is nominated for The X-Files. Anthony Edwards, Lance Hendrickson for Millennium, Dylan McDermott, The Practice, and Jimmy Smits, NYPD Blue. Now, here's the thing. Musical or comedy series, Ally McBeal, Dharma and Greg, Frasier, Just Shoot Me, and Spin City.
That's tough.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I think I'd have to go Frasier. But I mean, Just Shoot Me is really good, and so is the last one you said.
Frasier's probably going to win. Frasier's a big one. They get a lot of awards.
It's a good show.
How about Swing Time 99, Carol?
Okay, what about
It's
it?
at the Fisher Building. Dancers can shake a leg at Swing Time 99 Gala event. Calling all swing dancers, Fan Club Foundation for the Arts invites you to Jitterbug and Lindy Hop at its second annual Springtime 99 Gala. How is it its second annual 99 Gala?
That's interesting.
But do you want to go swing dancing with me?
I mean, I would give it a try. I don't know how to do it, though. You
right.
have to teach me.
Yeah. Well, I learned, for you. And then the last story I have, it says, new Toon Star is meaner than Bart.
Ooh.
It's a new cartoon coming out called The Family Guy, which apparently gets 3 out of 4 stars. Series premiere approximately 10 p.m. because it follows the Super Bowl. on Fox.
Oh God! If it's following the Super Bowl and it goes into overtime, doesn't it just like not air then?
It just goes whenever the Super Bowl's over, I guess.
So what do they cut out? They have to cut something out.
They cut out infomercials on the back end, I guess.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Bart Simpson, rude cartoon Bratmobile, devolved into lewd teen degenerate losers Beavis and Butthead. Then Beavis and Butthead passed off the baton to pop culture bodaciousness to Cartman and his coarsely animated school pals on South Park. Awesome dude, give me some cheesy poofs. Do you want me to do? Give me some cheesy poofs. And now comes a nefarious little infant named Stewie. This hilariously diabolical rugrat is the real star of The Family Guy, the latest cartoon slap in the face of bland primetime decorum. Created by whiz kid Seth MacFarlane, an imaginative 25-year-old animation prankster, Family Guy has a high-profile blast-off following the Super Bowl at approximately 10 p.m. Sunday on Fox.
You excited for the Super Bowl?
Yes, I am. It's the Denver Broncos versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Now don't turn us in, guys, but got a little money on the game.
We do.
So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed that the Atlanta Falcons can pull it off.
I have literally never given a shit about football in my life until this game. So.
Yeah. So let's see. It says, to further boost the audience, Fox is rolling out a special post-Super Bowl edition of The Simpsons, featuring an animated appearance by Fox mogul Rupert Murdoch after Stewie and his family raucously meet America. Damn you, vile woman. You've impeded my work since the day I escaped from your wretched womb. Snarls slit-eyed Stewie to his mother. Hello, how's that for a nicely bonkers introduction to an amusingly bizarre cartoon character? Stewie, a mad infant scientist with a strange British accent who's working to perfect a mind-control device, is a startling vocal combo of Rex Harrison and snide Mr. Burns of The Simpsons. Oh, Rex Harrison from My Fair. Why can't the English teach their children how to speak? And oh yeah, McFarlane also does the voice for Stewie. Well, that's good. And many of the other characters on Family Guy, which follows the surreal lunkhead exploits of suburban Rhode Island everyman Peter Griffin. McFarlane again, and his daft family. You want to watch The Family Guy?
I'd give it a shot. Might be interesting.
Well, let me give you a shot of this.
Okay.
You've got your choice here. We've gone a little bit long, and we still have a movie to talk about. Mm-hmm. I thought to myself, this movie is filled with romance. So why not some massive love? And I have some massive love, which we can read, or I can save it for, a future time, and we can get into the movie. What do you think?
Well, I mean...
We're at about 18 minutes right now.
I love massive love.
Yes, we all do.
I'm so tired right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. And Valentine's Day is coming.
Uh-huh.
So
you want me to... okay. I thought you meant you had to sleep till Valentine's Day.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. What do you think?
We can... I asked you what you think. It seems unfair of you to ask me what you think.
No, I asked what you think.
Let's wait, I guess.
Okay, I think this is the first time in the history of the show that I'm like, yeah, let's wait for Massive Love. Now I think we've just disappointed everybody that's listening.
I don't care.
I bet they do.
Oh, late fee 1994 at AOL.com if you care.
Everybody loves Massive Love.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. We should do it. No, we should do it when we get married.
Okay.
Which is not this episode. So, Carol.
Yes.
Let's talk about She's All of It, or whatever it's called.
So it's the classic, I don't know. Isn't this based on a Shakespeare kind of situation?
I don't think so.
No? Oh.
You know what it's based on?
What?
We mentioned Rex Harrison. I don't know if it's based on that or not, but it's very My Fair Lady. It's very Pygmalion, which is the George Bernard Shaw play that My Fair Lady's based on. It's very My Fair Lady, where it's like, oh, she sucks. Well, let's make her better. You know?
Yeah.
And it's a bet, which in the movie My Fair Lady, Rex Harrison bets the one dude, you know.
Yeah.
I can pass her off, but she knows it, though. Like, that's the difference. In My Fair Lady, she knows it's a bet at the beginning. I think she does anyway.
They end up together in My Fair Lady too, though, don't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
Famously gay Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn do. When you watch the movie again, it's almost unbelievable that they get together because it's very obvious that Rex Harrison was gay in real life. He did not hide it well.
I don't know. I that's good acting. It's not though. Is it
No,
bad acting?
I'm saying it's pretty obvious to me he's gay.
So is that bad acting since his character is not gay?
Yeah, his character in the movie's not gay. I don't know if it's bad acting or not. I think it's just his way. But I don't know, what's his name? Charles Nelson Riley was gay, but and very obviously gay, but not gay because it was a time period where he couldn't be gay. So he would just say stuff like, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. It's just
And Paul Lynde too. I'm the secret square.
it feels like a classic situation. Like she's being made fun of. She's like the
Loser?
yeah.
It feels like a stupid situation.
You think?
Yes, because I will say this. The setup of this is one of the most unbelievable things that I've ever seen in my life in a movie.
Okay.
So, I can't remember the dude's name. Freddie Prinze Jr. Mm-hmm. Chico and the man's son. Well, Chico's son. The man was some white guy. Freddie Prinze was in Chico and the Man.
Okay.
Freddie Prinze Sr., his dad. Anyway, Freddie Prinze Jr. breaks up with his girlfriend, or his girlfriend breaks up with him on spring break because she wants to be with that guy from Scream. The guy that gets stabbed in Scream.
Which is
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. Which is dumb.
Who plays just a awful character.
Yeah, he's on The Real World. Do you think that means all the real world characters are supposed to be assholes, or he's just a special kind of asshole?
I think he's based on that one from the season 1 that
Okay.
everyone hates, but I can't remember his name.
That makes sense.
So anyway, his girlfriend breaks up with him because she cheats on him on spring break and doesn't want to be with him anymore. And he says to the guy, Paul Walker from Pleasantville, and we just saw him in something too. What else was he in? He was just in something.
I know he was, but I can't think of it.
What did we watch? We watched Patch Adams, and it was before Patrick Adams, or whatever that movie was called. It was the one before that. What was it, everyone? 1994 at AOL.com. What fucking movie was this guy in? Oh, Varsity Blues.
Okay, yeah.
So he was in Varsity Blues and Pleasantville. So he's like, yeah, fucking, you're a loser or whatever. Like, she's the hottest thing in school. And he goes, let me tell you something. Everything about her is a crafted thing. I can make the next prom queen. And he's like, let me tell you what, I'm gonna pick the biggest fucking shitbag in the school, and you see if you can do it. And he's like, yeah, give me the ugliest, the most hopeless person in the school. And he's like, there she is, obviously gorgeous Rachel Lee Cook,
Right.
but she's wearing glasses.
What is that? I don't get that at all. Take the glasses off the girl and she's suddenly a whole different person.
It's the Superman thing. It's the Clark Kent Superman thing. It's dumbest.
dumb.
That's what I'm saying. That's dumb.
Yeah.
She's so obviously attractive because she's Rachel Lee Cook.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But it's her hair's up. Her hair's up in a bun and she's wearing glasses. So she's not attractive anymore.
See, I guess that's the point, though, because, you can't take somebody who's truly ugly and make them, stand out beautiful. So they had to have somebody who was hiding that they were beautiful.
Yeah, but why would he choose her?
Oh, he's stupid?
Why would Varsity Blues' own, whatever is Paul Walker, choose her?
Again, stupidity. she didn't win though. So
Wow, spoilers, everyone.
well, come on, like I'm sure y'all are
He lost the bet.
gonna see it before you listen.
Yeah, watch it before you listen, everyone. But overall, what did you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really sweet movie.
Wow,
What did you think?
I didn't like it at all. I thought it was awful.
Are you lying to me? Because I feel like you're lying to me.
Yeah, I really liked it. I think it's the best movie. Well, it's the second best movie we've seen this year, right? Is it the third best movie we've seen? It's the third movie we've seen this
Right.
year. Varsity Blues was good, although
Yeah, it was fine.
I think it's better than Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
And maybe it's better than Patrick Adams.
I don't know about that. Patrick Adams, I think, is better.
But it was a very good movie. One of the best romantic comedies I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you like about it?
I thought that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel McAdams or
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. What did you say your name was?
Rachel Lee Cook.
Rachel Lee Cook.
Jesus
they
Christ!
have-
I have no idea who that person you said was.
It must be somebody I went to school with.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say, is that someone in your high school drama class or whatever?
They have a really good chemistry together.
They do.
And
He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
he was in Scream, or no, he was in.
I know what you did last summer.
Briefly, I mean, he's not in it for a long period of time, right? Or did he survive? I don't remember.
No, he's right. He's in the second
he's in
one
the second
too.
one too. Yeah.
So he definitely survives.
But he's not in the second one much either.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not like the star.
You know who else was in this? I think you scoped her
Yeah.
out, and I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know if she's credited or not, but no real speaking line, just in the background. It's fucking Buffy. Buffy's in this movie because I think her and Freddie Prinze Jr. are dating or something.
That's so crazy. Like, when she has episodes, she's barely in. You know, she's busy doing some shit because she's everywhere.
Oh, yeah. She is absolutely everywhere.
I hope they don't end up canceling Buffy the Vampire Slayer because Sarah Michelle Gellar is so fucking busy.
What if Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar cancel their relationship?
That might be better for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, I love it. Slayer talk is my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Slayer talk is the best. Yeah. So what else did you like? That very good chemistry between them. I agree. He's good. He's a good actor, and they work very well together. It's very believable.
And I felt like they had a lot of depth to the characters. Like, you know, she's like grieving the loss of her mom, and, you know, he's like all indecisive about his future. And
What did you think about that storyline? Because he's like, yeah, my dad's a piece of shit or whatever. My dad, Tim Matheson, is a piece of shit, and like he wants me to go to Dartmouth and everything because he went to Dartmouth, and you know, I feel all this pressure and stuff like that. And then you think the whole movie, you're like, oh my god, dude's like, he's just under pressure. His dad must suck or whatever. And he gets accepted to all these schools, Harvard and Stanford, Yale, you know, all the best schools in the country.
Cry Me a River, though, with that shit, like, oh, it's so much pressure. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, there's so many people who'd kill for this problem.
For sure. But what I'm saying is, when his dad finds the stuff, he's like, what's going on? Like, these like, a lot of these have lapsed. What is wrong with you? And he's like, it's because of you, Dad. It's because you want me to go to Dartmouth or whatever. And his dad kind of is like, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Like, you know, like, this is your choice. Live your fucking life. You know, you're gonna have to grow up and realize that sometimes you gotta make tough choices or whatever. And then he just walks out. He doesn't punish him or say anything. I think Freddie Prinze Jr. was either, I don't think he was lying necessarily, but I think he was just imagining it.
Yeah.
I think he was using his dad as a scapegoat. I don't think he was getting any pressure at all.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, it definitely didn't seem that way.
I think he was just like, and I think that's, to me, in just like a standard teen rom-com, you don't really find that depth. And I think subtlety. Like, I mean, it's not like, it's not fucking Truffaut or something like that, but it's there is a slight subtlety to it. They don't just come out and say, no, you're wrong, son. Are you having headaches?
What?
A concussion? Like, no, I mean, they don't say like, you're just imagining things or whatever. But you know, it's it's pretty clear, I think, that that's the indication. Is it's really he doesn't know what to do. He's afraid of leaving high school and going out on his own. And I think that's a big theme of the entire movie. She's afraid to move on. Mm-hmm. She's afraid to, because there's a subplot with her and her art class, because she's big into art, where she doesn't put any of herself, her emotions or anything into what she's painting. Mm-hmm. And so she's holding back because she's afraid. She's afraid to let go of those feelings. She's afraid to express herself
out there. Yeah.
Exactly. And he's afraid to move on.
To try.
And they kind of bring that out of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they help each other. I don't know. And then, I don't know, when she's like, so that's all I am? A stupid bet, and she gets so mad at him and stuff. And it's like, I feel like they drag that shit out more than it should be, because of like a quick explanation, a grab her and kiss her moment, whatever. Like, no, it's not that way. Could easily fix it, but it just, they need the drama.
I simply would have shouted, have you ever seen a movie? Like, obviously you weren't just like, it started out that way, but it changed when I got to know you.
Yeah.
Did you not understand that?
No, I'm just a psychopath with no emotions.
I mean, yeah, it is weird. And then she ends up accepting a date from Paul Walker.
Yeah.
The guy who made the bet with him.
Stupid. Really stupid.
Like, what is she thinking?
And his slutty ex-girlfriend just demands that he takes her and then gets mad that he stands her up when he never agreed to take her in the first place.
And then they end up dancing it with each other anyway.
Yeah, why?
Because he goes with his sister, Anna Paquin, from the piano.
Yeah, that's weird. You don't take your sister to prom, man.
No matter how attractive and 17 years old she is.
That's gross.
Actually, I did not find Anna Paquin attractive, but
No.
Probably because the first time I saw her, she was in the piano at, like, I don't know, 8?
She,
or 10 or something like that.
She looks visibly much younger than everyone else, even though she's supposed to probably be like 1 or 2 years younger than them. And I think it's because they use like 25-year-olds to play seniors in high school.
They always do that.
And she's actually 17.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she was, I think she might be 18. Mm-hmm. She's 17, 18, something like that. But I think Freddie Prinze Jr. is like 20, 23, 24, 25, somewhere in that range.
I mean, she reminds me of like holding your Skipper doll next to your Barbie. Like, it's just so obvious.
And it's funny, and like they wonder why young women and young men in high school get complexes. Because they see all these full-grown adults playing them, and why don't I look like that?
Yeah. Because you're not done yet.
Yeah. Because you're 15. Why don't I look like Joshua Jackson? Because he's on steroids, and he's 28 years old.
I don't know. I stopped growing when I was 12. So
I'm sure he's not on steroids. So don't sue us, Joshua Jackson. But he's had many years to lift weights and everything.
Isn't it weird to think about, though, that I looked like similar when I was 12 to what I look like as an adult as far as my growth?
I mean, I guess, but you weren't like fully developed, right?
Not fully, no. But I had reached my full height.
Yeah, you're full height, but
there was other stuff that happened.
Your massive full height of 4'11". Yeah, it would have been so odd to see a 4'11", 12-year-old.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you drink coffee and smoke cigarettes all the time.
Right.
You just stop growing.
But I mean, yeah, it's like the secondary sexual characteristics on a woman is more like, or a girl or whatever is more what I think we're talking about when we're talking about developed.
Yeah.
Because the 25-year-old women are basically fully developed adults.
Right.
Who's the dumbest character in this movie?
His ex-girlfriend.
You think so?
Dumber
than Matthew Lillard?
Oh, well, he's annoying. Is he dumb?
Well, he breaks up with her. I mean,
you think that's dumb?
Well, I was going to say, is that dumb or is that smart? Does that show?
Smart.
Does that show that she's dumb? Dumber.
Yeah. She got what she deserved.
There's a running joke in this movie that I think is dumb, and it's you didn't really think we were gonna like stay together through this or whatever. Oh, you did. That's so sweet. Because she does that to him.
Yeah, to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend or the soon-to-be ex-girlfriend comes up to him. She's like, you didn't think we were going to stay together when we went off to college anyway. Oh, you did? That's so sweet. And then Matthew Lillard breaks up with her, and he was like, you didn't think we were going to stay together when I had the real world road rule fucking whatever challenge thing. Oh, you did. That's so sweet. And then it happens a third time, too. And I can't remember the context of that.
But it does happen again.
But it does happen a third time. And I was like, this is not as funny as you think it is.
Yeah.
And it's weird, too, because she's telling the story, and then we cut to Matthew Lillard. Obviously, they're not in the same room together because it's just a close-up of his face. And it's like, what, did they just do this with reshoots? Or, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
In general, the direction of the movie, I think, is pretty good. There's some scenes where they're talking about things that happen. Like, she's talking about being on spring break, and we flash to her, like, dancing on spring break and everything. And then, like, Freddie Prinze Jr. walks up, and he's like, yeah, this is great, but why are you telling me all this story or whatever? And because, like, he's in the spring break, but obviously he wasn't there. And then the camera kind of, like, spins around, and then we're back in the high school. And so there was a few things like that I thought were interesting.
Yeah. What did you think of the performance art that she got him to go to in the beginning?
Well, it's a lot of how I feel about performance art just in general. It was bad and weird and confusing.
I don't know why people would pay to see that.
No, it's a guy writhing around underneath a sheet, and then a bunch of people coming up and, like, what were they saying? Like,
oh God, I don't remember, something about, like, swaying. I don't know.
Conform.
I don't know.
A lot of it's just dumb.
Yeah.
The thing that he did, I thought, was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I really liked what he did. He got, challenged to get up on stage. It's supposed to be, I guess, like an open mic night, although I thought it was more of an actual performance.
I think it's an actual performance, and they just, like, she wanted to put him on the spot, I think.
So he's like, what am I going to do up here? So he starts hacky sacking, and he's talking about the pressure of not letting it
drop, right. But it's obvious he's talking about the pressures he's feeling.
Yeah, and it was really good. I was impressed.
Like, the drum beat gets, like, faster and faster as he's hacky. Like, it was the most dramatic hacky sack I've seen since freshman year, on the quad. But then finally it drops, and he's like, but eventually it's got to drop. And then he talks about how much he loved it so much. So I think he's going to do some kind of performing arts. He's going to be an actor.
Maybe.
And be on a remake of Chico and the Man, like his dad.
We'll see.
So, I don't know. I would recommend it. I thought it was good. Anything you hated about it?
No, I didn't hate anything.
All right.
It was really, really good.
Well, I can't wait until the sequel. He's all that.
That would be an interesting
where they
one.
take an ugly guy, where the guy that was her friend that I thought was gay that turned out to not be gay.
That could work.
He can be the he, and he's all that.
Get a makeover.
But anyway, that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can go to sleep.
So you can write us at latefee1994@aol.com. Mm-hmm. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yeah.
And share the tapes with your friends.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.